In this series of recordings, we'll be going through the operation called pocket recognition. Now, pocket recognition in many ways is very similar to our regular pocket operation. However, the major difference is in the regular pocket operation, you have to define a geometry for every single pocket. Whereas pocket recognition, it finds those geometries for you automatically. And when it does that, it includes all the levels as well. You don't even have to define the levels. It's also a lot easier when working on pockets that are within another pocket. For example, this pocket is within a pocket up here. In a regular pocket operation, you could not define both of these together, as you would see this as an island and this as a wall. But in pocket recognition, it knows how to differentiate one pocket from the other. So let's take a look and see exactly how this works. Now, before I actually start the operation, let's just take a quick look at the actual stock that we have. And the stock in this particular case is a round piece of stock. That means that when we work on this pocket over here, we have to make sure that the tool comes from past the stock into this area in order to machine this out correctly. So now that we know that it's a round piece of stock, let's get started with pocket recognition. And you'll note that we have here two options. One with stock pocket recognition mode and one which is just pocket recognition mode. In this case, and I believe most cases, you'll probably want to work with stock pocket recognition. What that does is that it automatically looks at the stock. I can extend an open pocket just as this one over here to the actual end of the stock. I can do that tangentially or to the nearest point. I'll do a tangent. So let's go back to geometry itself, and I'll create my geometry. When I create my geometry, you'll note we have several filters. First of all, I can pick either a solid body, meaning taking the entire body itself. I can pick individual faces if I do not want to do that in the entire part. And we also have through pocket chains. For example, this is a through pocket chain. And here we also have a through pocket chain. We also have a filter for circular pocket diameters. For example, I have two diameters over here. This one over here is a small diameter, and I don't want to actually use a pocket operation. I don't want it to even take a chain over there. So I'll just apply a filter, and any diameter that's from this size smaller, and I believe this is an 8 millimeter diameter, as I show over here, it will not take it. Now put this at 10 millimeters just to make sure that it does not take that one. Now this hole, it will take, as this is a larger hole, and this is also a through pocket. So now let me click on the part. When I click on the part, you'll notice it recognized every single pocket over here. It picked up that through chain and that through chain, but note this through chain it did not pick up. The reason for that is that when you have a through chain, and for it to be recognized automatically with the body, the upper level has to be one complete level. Over here you see it has a step in it. So therefore it has difficulties picking that up. Whereas this one and this one has a complete upper level, that's one, and the same thing over here. To pick up this extra chain over here, we have the option of through pocket chain. When I click on that, all I have to do is click on the bottom edge of that open chain, and it'll automatically add that as well. Okay, I'll just accept that. Now, one thing should be noticed, it also picked up the upper face. I don't want to do the other upper face. I can go to modify and choose exclude top faces. This way it will not do any of the top faces. I can accept this, and in my next recording we'll be going through choosing the tool and the levels.